Hello and welcome to A Pair of Dice Lost podcasting channel. My name is Brendan. My pronouns are he, him, and I'll be your storyteller for this game about living gods on the wrong side of the law. Joining me for this game is...
Hey there, guys. My name is Tyler. Pronouns are he, him. I'm going to be playing Ricky, the fire-aspected street exorcist.
Hi, everybody. My name's Christina. I will be playing Elion. My pronouns are she, her, and Elion's pronouns are they, them. They are a water-aspected investigator.
Hi, everyone. My name's Cody. Pronouns are he, they, and I play Devine, the air-aspected shady businessman.
Hi, my name is Britt, and my pronouns are she and her. I play a wood aspect named Rush Ferris, who has a ferret familiar named Zeke. Together, they specialize in archery, larceny, and dance.
Hi, I'm Michaela, she, her, and I'll be playing Tirali of House Regara, an Earth-aspected leader of a small military force known as the Tyrants, who cooks the books for the gang.
And this is Exalted, like a dragon-blooded. Act 3, Love and Loss in Lookshy. To clarify, 5 is what you need to soak for every turn that you are holding this stone.
I'll put it on the ground and let go of it.
You put it on the ground with a little bit of your necrotized flesh falling along with it from your hand.
Fuck! Ah!
So I have a weird thing I want to try.
I'm always down for weird things.
So the thing with Blazing Lotus is it is all about studying the patterns of essence. And it was actually even mistaken for anathema magic at some points. I want to see... So it's usually about manipulating your own, but looking through stuff about it doesn't say it's just your own. So I want to see, because I'm decently far down the tree, if I can take the time to assume my form and try pulling this dark essence out of it and just kind of dispersing it away from the hearthstone.
You know what? That sounds kind of goofy, but I'm down for you to try that.
I don't know how well it's going to go, but...
It's probably going to be incredibly hard to do, because this is basically you having a theory about it and then attempting to do it, because normally you are dispersing this essence from yourself into something else, or at the very least, some other living being, as opposed to a construct.
Elion is doing a science.
It makes sense for them.
Also, while all this is going on, Ferris is going to keep an eye on the golden one to see if anything changes with it.
I would love to do a medicine check that I can finally use it to fix my fucking hand. I know it's not going to heal the damage, but I want to get all the fucking dead meat off my hand so it'll actually heal.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, a medicine roll?
Yes, I'm going to say that would be... You know what? You're trying to get this off of your own hand. I'm going to say stamina and medicine to kind of like endure as that you do this.
All right. So, do I have like sloughed off dead flesh on my hand from holding that thing?
Ooh, I love that word. Yes.
Sloughed? Yeah, me too. It's a good one. So I'm going to see if I can like channel a bit of my dragon-blooded fire essence and like start a fire real quick. And I'm going to wrap something up in a cloth and bite it, and I gotta like burn the stuff off, and then kind of scrape all the dead skin off after it's like purified. It's gonna be a very painful process, but he's gonna get all the dead skin off so that healing can actually occur safely in the future.
Okay.
Especially because I'm sure we don't have any clean water around here.
Not currently.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty gnarly. There might be some scraping and some charring and just debriding of dead meat off of his hand. Yeah.
Dead meat.
Dead meat.
Yeah, so go. I'll give you 2 extra dice, and go ahead and roll me stamina and medicine. And then for Ilian,
Classic medicine roll.
classic medicine roll.
2 successes. I don't know if that came with an auto success, but that's just from the dice.
It did not. You get it. You get the dead meat off. Where? Just out of curiosity, where does that put you on your health tracker? Are you still in your zeros or?
After 2?
Yeah, after 2.
I just got into -1.
Okay.
I think, because I only have 1 health level where I'm at 0.
Oh, do you not have any ox body?
No.
Oh,
Scrub.
okay.
Get good, scrub.
Okay, yeah, so, yeah, that works then. Okay, so to let you know, regarding the 2 aggravated that you took, it is going to take a total of 3 whole days to heal. And because it was aggravated damage, it actually cannot be sped up with charms.
Yeah.
Gross.
Okay, now, regarding Elian's thing. You're doing a weird, but it's with martial arts. I'm gonna say.
Do you want me to give you like a full?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. I was gonna say the role is going to probably be intelligence and martial arts.
That's fine. Okay, so Blazing Lotus style, you kind of enter a relaxed pose. So Elian's gonna sit cross-legged on the ground while Ricky's over there sloughing skin off. They're going to close their eyes, take a meditative stance for a moment. Once they're listening to kind of... Do we still have the heartbeat around the room, by the way?
Yes.
Kind of syncing up their heartbeat in tune with the heartbeat around the room. And the movements are made kind of at that speed, too. They're very quick with the beats as they move their hands from their lap to their knees, wait there a moment, from their knees, and not placing them actually on the hearthstone, but very close to it, and trying to sync up the pulse and the knowledge of essence, their own essence with the essence within the hearthstone, and try to pull it out and disperse it into basically the ether around the room. And just, whether it works or not, the movements are just going to continue until there feels like there's some kind of sinking and pool, if there is at all.
Okay. So to let you know, you can interact with it this way. It is going to obviously be at a higher difficulty because this is not a normal way to interact and try to disperse it. But I do like the ingenuity, and I do like the description. So I will give you a 2-dot stunt. So that's willpower, 2 extra dice, and auto success.
You said this thing's like death tide.
Yes.
I wonder if it reacts differently depending on who's touching it, kind of like the door.
And you said it's going to be intelligence and martial arts, correct?
Yes, it is.
I'm getting 16 dice and 2 auto successes.
Okay.
So cross your fingers.
And your toes.
It's only an 8.
Okay.
Hey, Brendan.
Yeah.
Since you're hawing, can I use my dodecahedrons to go, hey, Elian, high or low? Throw it and gamble away her negative effects so they can make this an extended roll. Taking it onto myself, that way they can do the thing.
Wait, they're negative effects?
If they have negative effects, like bang.
No, they do not have negative effects, but what I would let you do is you could maybe give them some kind of reroll? Not a full reroll, but I'm trying to think, because those are kind of like meta weird dice.
gamble away my knowledge of Hearthstones from being in the family that has like the biggest library of Hearthstones.
I'll tell you what. How about you gamble for something that's actually come up in game before? Because that certainly has not come up in game before. There's no stakes there.
Right.
Elian, how many dice do you think it would take for you to get 2 more successes? Because that's what you need.
If I roll like that again, my brain wants to say 5, but I'm worried I'm being too optimistic.
Burn some willpowers to help out.
I got plenty of willpower to burn, but I
mean,
think
I
you can
think
only
that
use one.
You can only use one.
And if it's an extended roll, I don't know if I can use it for another roll.
So what that I'm going to be suggesting here is that Devine's weird things. Now, this is not a power that I have written down, but I like the idea that Cody's going with, where he wants to gamble some of his own character. Like not like the stats or like anything, but like literally the nature of the character. How many dice? A better question is, how many dice do you want that were failures in there to be re-rolled?
I think I can get it on 5 or 6 dice. I'm hoping I can roll well.
Okay.
It's like the minimum I think I would want to re-roll.
Okay. Devine, you're going to gamble on 5 dice worth of something. Let's go with something that's a little bit less tangible, backgrounds are kind of tangible. You know, you've got resources, you've got your artifact and everything like that. Those are all very tangible. What if we gambled with something a little bit less tangible, like I don't know,
intimacies?
Intimacies, that works. I was going to say something like memories.
Ooh.
What do you think is worth 5 dice of memories that if it doesn't come up with enough successes to beat this, you are going to lose?
Oof.
This is the risk of my family dying. I'll gamble my memories of Aaliyah.
Oof.
Okay. Bet. Chris, you have
Damn.
5 dice to re-roll. You need to get 2 successes, or else we're going to have to stop the recording for a moment, as that I'm going to have to get a battle sheet ready, and also Devine is not going to remember his betrothed.
That means we went through all that bullshit at his family's house for nothing.
Yeah.
That's
Don't-
what gives it
He'll only
value.
remember the new one.
Yeah,
No pressure. No pressure.
No!
I lied. All the pressure.
Holy shit!
God damn it.
I said as long as it wasn't as bad as the previous roll.
Wait, Brandon, I'm
Pressure.
using my dice. I want to alter that. I want to bump that number up with my social roll.
Wait, Brendan, did you decide if I could use willpower on this one or not?
No, because this is technically the same roll.
Okay.
He's basically letting you re-roll 5 of those dice that were not successes.
That's so fucking wicked, man.
Okay.
It's a medicine roll, man. If I
Okay,
ever saw
Cody.
one.
Okay, Cody, you wanna double down then, is what I'm hearing.
Double or
Double
nothing.
down. Double down. What's the other memory you're losing if you lose?
No, it's not a memory this time.
Oh,
You want to double down? Devine, as that you gamble away the memories of your beloved Aaliyah from Chiaroscuro, and you can start to feel you start to forget the face of your lover in your mind. And then you feel like that you're mentally trying to grasp at it. And you can hear the voice of Sigareth in the back of your mind, clawing at everything, and he is laughing. Oh, double or nothing, is that so, Devine? You know, before the last time that we had a bet, the stakes were in your favor. Your friend Tarali was an unknown to me. But now, this is actually a game of luck. You lose, and you're coming to Malpheus with me right this very instant. Don't worry, you've been in the desert this whole time.
Oh.
You win, and you get to keep everything. So, is it worth it? Time in Malpheus for the face of your lover? Or are you going to just let this thing do whatever it wants?
Elian can do this. I'll take it double or nothing.
Okay, question for you. Are you lying about your belief in Elian?
No. I feel like that's been a common theme that Devine fully overestimates all of his friends. They're infallible.
Okay. So, we roll off to see if that you can move two of it. So you need to move those dice 3 points. That 6 needs to become a 7, and one of those 5s needs to become a 7. That's all you need to do, is just 3 points. That's 3 successes. I'm sure you can do that, bud. But you do have to play against Sigareth's social stats.
Oh no.
I will let you know that Sigareth has for this, since this is a game, Sigareth has 14 dice. Do you think you can beat it?
All right. Divine's going to flick a decahedron into the air as it spins, glowing that sickly green glow. He's gonna catch it in his hand and materialize the 2 others, holding the 3 dice between his fingers, like it's a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh battle, and then throw them at the ground to roll them against Sigareth.
Cody, since this is versus each other's defense, are you going against the action that you're doing? Is it going against resolve or guile? Because basically you get to use social actions versus the appropriate social defenses. So are you trying to instill a... Are you trying to instill? Are you trying to read intentions? Are you trying to intimidate? What are you trying to do?
Instill the intimacy that even though he keeps saying it, Sigareth doesn't want me to lose because he doesn't want to lose the gaming partner.
Okay. Okay, so then that is going to go up against Sigareth's Resolve. Let's see. Sigareth's Resolve is... Sigareth's Resolve is effectively a 6 right now.
That's dumb.
So his Resolve is regularly a 4, but I am using his intimacy of enjoying... of genuine enjoyment from games and gambling.
All right, I'm popping a willpower. Do I get any bonus dice from stunting?
Yeah, hell yeah, you do. I'm going to give you 2 extra dice and an auto success, and then obviously regen that willpower.
Hey. Does 15 beat it?
15 does in fact beat it, but remember, now he's got to roll off against you.
Yeah.
So, so you guys are playing a game together. This is for not only the memory of Aaliyah, but also your immortal soul at this point. I mean, maybe it's just a day in Malpheus. He hasn't been very clear about that. But you would definitely be going to hell for at least a little bit. So do you have any excellencies, intimacies, or stunts to boost your resolve, as that he is going to try and instill the intimacy of I have such sights to show you. Or Sigareth has such sights to show me.
Oh, anything raising resolve would be in a socialized charm, right?
I believe so. I believe that would be the excellency
No,
that does
it's
that.
integrity.
Ah.
I'm gonna use my integrity excellency of bitch don't kill my vibe, because losing would kill my vibe.
Okay, so it would be the intimacy. What level intimacy is that?
Oh, specialty.
Oh, I'm sorry, specialty. Okay.
Do you have any intimacies that would keep you from wanting to, like,
Go to
leave
hell
all
and
your
experience.
You mean that 3-dot intimacy that says if it's not fun, it's not worth doing?
Okay, so that's going to boost your resolve by 4, I believe. Come now, Devine. I have such sights to show you. So many fun games to play that can only be played under the green sun.
I want to spend 4 motes and add another 2 resolve to it.
Okay, so what does that put your total resolve at?
Puts my resolve at 11.
Damn, okay. On 14 dice, he's got a beat in 11, and then there's going to be a couple other little things. So we're going to, let's see, so slash d10, 14 dice. Let me just double check to see if he gets any weird things that he can do to help this.
So what does he have to get to beat the roll?
Let's see. So Devine got 15. Sigareth had a resolve of 6. So Devine beat him by 9. Devine has to use 3 of those successes to up the dice on Elian's thing. Which means that Sigareth has to beat Devine by 6 or more. No, he has to beat him by 7 or more to change the dice around.
So he has to get 22 successes?
No, he would have to. No, he is. So he's going up against Divine's resolve of 11.
Ah, okay.
So he has to get. So he has to get 18 or more successes.
All right.
It's hard, but it's not impossible for him. God, you guys are messing around with demons a whole lot lately.
I beat up demons when I talk to them. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know, man. You didn't beat up Mara when you talked to her.
Oh,
That's
shit.
true.
You would have just killed me.
Should we not be doing demon things?
What do you know? Sigareth's entire weird bit of combat and everything does not involve a... Sigareth has a lot of weird stuff, but nothing that actually helps him out here.
Hey.
But, he's still rolling 14 dice, and if I get all 10s...
You get all 10s, I'm disconnecting.
8 successes is still pretty good, but it does not match the resolve of Divine Spirit.
8 successes wasn't good enough to get essence out of this bullshit.
With all of that, Divine, you are able to move the theoretical dice, the strings of essence around you, just a little bit more, just a little better, just enough to help out Elian in what that they're doing. Elian, you can feel the pull of fate as the three Sigareth's dice go onto the ground, and you can hear the sound of another set of dice ghostly, ethereal chiming in the background, and a low chuckle as that the spirit of Sigareth kind of fades into the background. Devine, you're able to help the flow of essence in such a way that Elian's specific martial art disperses it. Not wholly, not completely, but enough that whatever it was beginning to coalesce is no longer able to do that. And as the death aspected Hearthstone is no longer attached to a manse to draw essence from, the essence begins to dissipate. Slowly at first, but eventually as it lays there, the black of the Hearthstone, the deep, deep, deathly black, will begin to fade over time. And for now, for the first time in a very long time, the essence vents on the outside burst to life with a golden flare that begins to pour life-giving essence into the ground around it. As that the Hearthstone that is currently socketed into the manse begins to revitalize the manse, taking the dragon lines and beginning to fix the mess that had been done. And as this happens, you all can see the kind of ethereal spirit of the manse begin to take on a little bit more of a solid shape. It sets down with a clank of sandaled feet. Not clank, that's not right for sandals. It just sets down on sandaled feet on the ground in front of you all. My thanks for helping restore the manse's functionality. As the life-giving essence begins to flow back through the rest of the area, the dead will be dispersed. Brought to heal. No. Returned to the wheel of reincarnation. All shall go and meet Leth one day. Now, as you all appear to be the new owners of this manse, who shall I be attuning to? And he's going to look to all of you to see who wants to attune to the manse and basically put it on their character sheet. So, to be clear, the benefits of manses is they do have a bunch of extra benefits that can be used by anyone in the group, but the person who's attuned to it specifically can get the Hearthstone or any Hearthstone that is produced by the manse. This can be used to socket into weapons or to socket into artifact armor or artifact equipment to produce special, unique effects.
Normally, Devine would hop all over property ownership. But he's silently staring at 3 decahedrons on the ground.
No, Devine. Hold up, Ferris. 1 second. Devine, you're staring at 4 decahedrons on the ground.
Noted.
Okay, sorry to interrupt you there, Ferris.
No, you're good. Is the Hearthstone that they were fucking with, is it what turned into that person with the sandals, or is it
No, it is on the ground.
Is it still black and dreary?
It is still black and dreary, but it is slowly beginning to lose that hue. By the end of the story, which is to say, once that I design this Hearthstone, I can give it to whoever wants it.
Gotcha.
Which is to say, I'm not going to have you lose a Hearthstone just because plot device, especially considering that I know that you would like to use that for your weapon that needs Hearthstone slots.
I would.
And I'm sure that, once that one is fixed and back, then maybe Ricky can use it for his weapon that also has Hearthstone slots.
Is the golden Hearthstone still a golden color and doing its thing?
Yes.
Okay. there anybody that wants the Manse?
I don't have a preference one way or the other.
Well, let me go and look at the Manse merit to tell you exactly what a 5-dot Manse would get you. By the way, obviously you're not having to spend any XP on this. This is just a free background.
Well, I'll say part of me wants it, but if someone else wants it.
I got an army. What do I need a Manse for? Just let the boys kick it there every now and then.
I was just going to say to give it to Devine because the bullshit he had to go through for it.
He too was going to be my vote. If you're going to sacrifice your memories, I feel like you earned it.
Of all the things I could possess, my ex's childhood home is not one of them.
That's fair.
But on the other hand, that's a good way to win the breakup.
I couldn't fix you, so I fixed your house.
Okay. To let you know what that a Manse gives you. Besides some of the extra stuff I'm going to start listing off in just a moment in character. But the actual benefit of this is that whoever is attuned to the Manse, outside of combat, whenever that you are regenning essence, you regen at a rate of 9 instead of 5.
Damn.
So you almost double your regen rate per hour. On top of that, you also basically you can use the Manse as a you can use the Manse as a means for a crafting project or a sorceress working that automatically grants 2 extra intervals, which is to say more dice rolls. And on top of that, it also drastically reduces the difficulty to detect essence use. And when I say drastically reduces it, I mean it becomes 1.
Ooh.
Like, you only need 1 success to detect local essence use.
Well, that sounds like it'd be pretty handy for someone who uses sorcery. Devine, you want a Manse?
Huh?
Do you want a Manse?
I have a character question. I know what his fucking dice are, right?
That they are demon-given dice, yes.
Ricky's just gonna kind of stare at Devine for a second. Do I see the dice on the ground too? She looks at the
yes, you would probably see it, especially with how that Devine is kind of taking his time, as that he just had a very hectic time.
What the fuck did you just do, Devine?
I made sure that the Hearthstone was purified.
Huh.
Sometimes you gotta take a bet on your friends.
You okay?
Sometimes you gotta go to double or nothing.
But you won though, right?
Yeah. I think so.
You okay?
My luck's gonna run out eventually. And when it does, don't worry about me. I'll just, I guess, be hanging out in Malpheus. But, fun shit. Yeah, Manses? What about we did the thing? The thing got done?
You want a Manse? And she's gonna gesture a thumb towards the sandaled thing, person, being, house.
Oh, dude, that's gonna make making smuggling routes so much easier. Yes.
Okay, so then Devine is going to attune to the Manse.
Yee.
Devine, as I mentioned before, outside of combat, you now regen 4 motes per an extra 4 motes per hour. So you now regen at 9 per hour. Obviously, this does not come into play in combat. However, on top of that, the Manse is going to produce a second Hearthstone for you because Manses at this level actually do produce another Hearthstone. So Ricky, you, and Ferris can all have Hearthstones. Ferris could have the one that's in there. Devine can have the one that's going to be produced before that you all leave town, and Ricky can have either the one that gets produced or the one that's on the ground that is slowly fixing itself and returning itself to its natural state.
He should take that one.
Uh-huh.
It did him dirty. Write
So,
down that this Hearthstone is gold and put that on my character sheet.
What color is the one on the ground?
currently it is a deep black, but you can see as you're looking at it, it is slowly turning into a beautiful rainbow.
Ooh, fancy.
So the spirit of the manse looks to you all, goes, "Hello, new attuned people looking to divine, but also kind of recognizing that these are your circle, your sworn kinship, your sworn fellowship, whatever you want to call it." Looks to divine and you all. This manse is equipped with multiple different facilities. However, the manse only has the capability to activate certain facilities at once. Would you like me to list off the facilities, or would you like to give me an idea of what that you would prefer, and then I can list off the necessary facilities? How that you would like this manse to operate, essentially.
I hate to cut you all off. Come find me when you're done. And he turns around and walks back.
Yeah. Do you take the rainbow stone with you?
Can I touch it without it killing me?
Yes.
I'm gonna gingerly grab it for a second to be like, "Ooh, this is cool." And once it doesn't start actively ending my life, I'll grab it and slide it in my pocket without saying anything.
Okay.
There's a lot of work put into cleansing that. It should be fine now.
All right, so we're at war. You got facilities for guerrilla warfare?
Guerrilla warfare, also known as stealth. We do have the capability to create a transit network with other manse nodes on the network. This would allow us to entangle geomantically the other nodes and create a rapid transit network to move large quantities of people if necessary. We also do have the capability to make the manse mobile over the dragon lines. It is a rudimentary form of movement. However, it is not. It would be seen coming quite a distance away. However, it is quite. The phrase that we are looking for is terrifying.
So, my not-so-soon-to-be wife has an airship, and we'll have a manse ship? I like those odds.
This is one of the structures in which the manse can assimilate itself. There are other structures. The manse also, if you wish, though it would take months to reassociate after being mobile and time is spent properly in being geomantically realigned. The Warmanse can switch back to its current mode, which allows the essence batteries along the ramparts to shoot out essence bolts, stored sorcery spells. Are you aware of the spell Death of Obsidian Butterflies?
Yeah, I learned that one not too long ago.
Yes. How about Flight of the Brilliant Raptor?
No, tell me what that does.
Yes. It is, simply put, a much more concentrated version of Death of Obsidian Butterflies. As opposed to spanning out in a large area, it is a singular spell which concentrates on a single target, dealing a rapid heat death by expunging their essence.
Gross.
Is that thing describing a death ray?
It is not describing the Death Ray spell, no. That's a solar level spell.
And how long does it take to change from one form of facility to another?
Depending on where that we land the manse from mobile manse structure, as well as the local geomancers, which can help facilitate this, anywhere between a single season to 5 years.
Cool. That's not too bad.
5 years is a rough estimate, assuming that you have no local geomancers to help facilitate this.
Do we know anybody that's a geomancer, Brendan?
I don't.
Do we know that they are a geomancer?
I don't think the only person who you all know who might be a geomancer is Desert Bloom.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't know what Desert Bloom's sorcery flavor is.
It is mostly craft and occult and lore, which is to say, he specialized in being able, or I'm sorry, they specialized in being able to do the goofy shit.
Don't they owe us some favors?
I mean, everybody owes you guys some favors.
Yee.
Do you wish for the manse to be mobile, or do you wish for it to stay in war manse mode? We also have others. There are other smaller manses attuned to this one on the network. We could use this as a hub.
Be careful with the lava one.
You do not wish to travel to the lava one. The lava one is simply providing power to the other manses along the network.
Not that I'm suggesting war crimes, but we could mobilize the lava one if we ever wanted to and drop it on someone.
The lava manse is currently situated deep in the south and is immobile.
Oh, there goes that idea.
So, do we want a manse that travels so that we don't have to keep? Do we want a manse that travels that's going to scare the shit out of people when it lands, or do we want to set up the network of manses, make things a little more stealthy? You know, we could pop the tyrants in behind enemy lines. They wouldn't know what hit them.
While we do not currently possess the power to do this, linking up at least 1 to 2 more manses along the node network would allow us access to the Gate of Auspicious Passage setup. This would take the majority of our power, but it would allow for large, rapid transport up to and including marching an army through, war striders and all, or an entire cargo ship to pass through. Unfortunately, we do not have the capacity to create an auspicious gate large enough for the assumed directional titan that you possess.
Brendan.
Yeah?
How uncouth would it be for Devine to be like, "Hey, yo, Meemaw, can I plug my Manse into your network?"
Not at all. You're giving her, you would like, she would be fine with it so long as that you're giving her access to the manse as well.
Yeah, the power of family. So yeah, we'll do that. I'll talk to some people on the outside, see about getting us another manse to plug into and start preparing to open the gate of auspicious travel.
Excellent. We will begin the restructuring of the facilities post-haste. I will let you know, Cody, just to let you know, the Gate of Auspicious Travel is such a high-tier thing for this Manse that it is taking up all of its abilities to do this. It will lose the War Manse feature, which means it cannot just shoot spells out of it. It will lose some of its weird non-Euclidean geometry going on inside of it. But when the time comes, you can now march a fucking army through it and then through another Manse that it's connected to.
Is that the right decision, though? Because, like, mobile war Manse sounds dumb. In a good way. Anybody got any opinions?
There are others that are other less There are other less impressive iterations that we can use. Research facilities that allow for rapid teaching of abilities. There are currently we are in the War Manse and hyperfecundity iteration. That is what is causing the rapid growth of the. That's what's causing the rapid growth of the plant life up above now. Now that the Manse is no longer painted. Do you want time to think on this? And by that I mean, do you want to like think on it a little bit and then come back to us next time that we record to tell us how you're going to set up the Manse?
If I make it a mobile Manse, does it maintain its War Manse features?
It would not.
Darn. I want one that flies and has cannons.
The flying Manse is not an option. I said it's mobile. I did not say that it flies.
Everything flies if you take enough ground out from under it.
It was going to get up and start walking. It was going to Baba Yaga this shit.
Welcome to the Wild Wild West. Yeah, a lot has just happened. Maintain your current state for now, and we'll talk about it soon.
Fantastic. I look forward to hearing back from you. Please do not feel, unless of course you wish to, do not feel like you must stay within this facility. By taking the Hearthstone, you can remain in constant communication with me. And also benefit from being attuned to the Manse.
Out of curiosity, for decision-making purposes, if we stayed in War Manse mode, how far could our death laser shoot from here?
About 30 miles. Which is not nearly far enough to get to Chiaroscuro.
So no sniping her. Got it.
Correct. So, with that decision or lack of a decision made, I'm going to star wipe the camera over to Ricky. Ricky, what are you up to?
I imagine Ricky's probably like in the general like communal room of the house. He's just kind of taking a sitting down, just chewing on some stuff, waiting for everyone to be finished. Just thinking.
As that you're sitting there chewing on some stuff, waiting for everything to be finished, you swear for a moment that you can hear the sound of crying coming from a corner of the room that you're in.
Do I see anything in that corner?
You do not.
Do I spirit mirror see anything in that corner?
You do not.
Ooh, spooky.
Ricky will kind of like groan as he gets up because he uses his hand accidentally and kind of walk over there to see if he can hear it any better.
As you walk over there, you can hear it a little better. It's the sound of a small person sobbing in the corner. And as you can do that, you can hear just the same phrase being repeated over and over again. They always forget about me. Everyone always forgets about me. I'm going to make sure that they never forget about me ever again.
She just kind of like sits down on the floor and puts his back to the wall and just kind of like sits in that. Let's let cook a little bit. Has she been harder to remember for Ricky since that has happened?
For Ricky, no. She is, after everything that's happened, she has played a integral part in your life. But for the others, unless of course that going forward from this session forward, unless of course that you all had some kind of intimacy involving her, the memory of Moya will begin to fade.
You mean the intimacy of take down Moya, take back Chiaroscuro?
Well, there you go. I guess that for you then it's not going to fade. But anyone who doesn't actively try to remember her, it will begin to fade.
He doesn't say anything when he's sitting there. Just internally kind of wonders how much more he could have done.
It takes a moment with a little bit of silence in the air as the memory of a young Moya fades from this place as the tainted heart has been reclaimed. And what more could you have done? It seems, just based off of this place alone, of the notes and everything, how that even her name was scattered and not even written down in a single place. How it had to be hidden to even be possibly remembered. Was it your fault? Or is fate just conspiring against you all? And her?
You've been using that F word a lot lately, Brendan.
Yeah, I have been.
Fate is a whole thing.
He's gonna, as the noise kind of fades away, he's gonna pull out the Hearthstone and stare at it. How's it look?
Beautiful, clear, a prism with a rainbow shining in the middle of it. Like an aurora going through it. And you feel like you can remember things that you didn't before. Small little memories of the year that went by between getting the building, going to prison, and the last calibration. Little days at falafel stands. Laughter. Watching races. Exercising the weird ghost or taking some people for some money. A band plays here and there. And they're good, happy memories that you thought that you'd either pushed down or that you'd forgotten. And it feels like this little hearthstone with the rainbow sheen to it seems to be trying to bring those back to the forefront.
He kind of chuckles to himself at a moment, and there in the quietness of an empty, silent room, he says, "Yeah, black was never really your color anyway." And I'll put the Hearthstone in his pocket and get up and go find everyone else.
Thank you for taking the time to enjoy our show. If you liked what you heard, why not leave a review or tell a friend about us? It helps get the good word out about the work we put into this show. If you wanted to ask us any questions, you can contact us through Twitter at apairofdicelost or email at apairofdicelost@gmail.com. The theme song for this game is Dragon Dance by Raphael Crux, used under a Creative Commons license. And for making it this far, I saw that cool thing you did, so have some stunt dice.
Wouldn't have to do that if you let Ferris do it.
That's so. Yeah, you'd be fucking dead on the ground if it was you. You're right. I should have let you do it.
Nah, I would have done great.
Would have been a real weird way to end this campaign. Yeah, we did it without Ferris.
And dead.
I would have done great. I would have rolled my 5 dex and 0 occult to do the thing.
So,
And then I have my 3 points in resistance. Would have been fine.
I will let you know that if you can beat the difficulty on this, you are going to basically bypass. I don't want to say the rest of the session, but I will just be frank with you. If you can pull this off, there is not going to be a combat.
Okay,
Hey.
so
You can hear in the back of your mind. I want you guys to know this is all going off script. I don't even know what I'm fucking doing right now.
the best.
But
I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
I am all in on this fucking drama right now. So, I also should really look back up the rules for your dice, because I don't think I've actually looked at the rules for that in a hot fucking minute. Man, we really gotta pin those dice to the messages.
There's a search bar. Just type in dice. But there is a search bar for like Discord channels. And then
Fair
when
enough.
you find it, pin it.
Ah, I found it. Haha.
Pin it.
Pinned.
we could have just fought a thing, guys.
There's no drama.
There's
there
some
would have been some fucking drama.
There's
Trust
still
me.
some pretty spicy drama going on right now.
Trust me. Nefraks always bring drama.
Oh no,
Aw,
it is
no.
Nifrak. Yeah,
I already fought one of those, didn't we?
we did. We
I
have
don't want
fought
to fight
them.
it. I don't want to fight another one.
What I missed? I just had to go get snacks to deal with the drama.
Nefrak.
Nefrak.
Yes, if Devine is not successful in this, then there will be combat, and it will be versus a Nefrak.
And we probably won't have Devine for it because he'll be a Malpheus.
Tyler, you remember in the prison break when Tirali, Elian, and Ferris were fighting the scientist dude?
Hanafusa.
The Nefrak was in that room.
No, there was not a Nefrak in that.
No,
Then
there was
where
a
was the
bone-
Nefrak?
There was a bone puppet.
Oh, that's right. It was the
person in
bone
there.
puppet.
No, we fought Nefraks in our Godbound game
That's what it
at
was.
Sajan.
I
They
was
were at
thinking of the
bridge.
bone puppet. I was thinking of the bone puppet. My bad. Redact all that.
I had to step away from my computer for a second to go get
Continue.
snacks so I could handle this drama.
Continue to ignore me and not listen to me, Tyler, like I know you're good at.
Okay.
I'm pretty good at it. Do I see the dice on the ground too?
Nah, your perception and awareness ain't high enough.
Fuck you.
No, Tyler's isn't. Maybe Ricky's is better.
Oh.
One could call it currently a rainbow in the dark, perhaps.
Well, Ricky, when there's lightning, it always gets me down.
Yeah.
A rainbow in the dark!
We truly do be lost but never found.
We lost someone.
It was Chris for a moment.
No, I left.
Oh, okay. You can take my singing. It's fine.
We were left all alone, Brendan, like a rainbow in the dark.
Well, sometimes you've been down too long in the midnight sea. Oh, don't you see what I mean?
And she's gone again.
Hold on. Give it a second. Wait for it. Hold a diver.
You've been down too long in the midnight sea. Oh, don't you see what I mean? Yeah, yeah. Okay, back to the game.
Good call.
And now's when I delete all the notes.
Oh no, I'll never know where we are.
Never didn't have it.
She'll just say you guys can't see it. Because I would like to know where we're at.